Welcome to the High School Huddle. My name is Brandon Chatmon. I'm joined by Ryan Aber. He's the boys basketball beat writer for the Oklahoman. And in Sunday's Oklahoman, we named this year's boys Super 5 team. It was led by our player of the year, Keaton Page from Pawnee. Now, obviously, that was a tough decision, giving Keaton the nod over Verdigris guard Rodney Clark, who broke the all-time scoring record in Oklahoma this year. So, Ryan, tell us why you picked Keaton over Rodney.
Well, I think you have to remember that this award is based on just this season, not a career. Yes, Rodney set the career scoring record. Keaton set the single-season scoring record in the state. He won the head-to-head matchup, didn't quite score as many points as Rodney in that game, but still won the head-to-head matchup. He does some things that I think maybe Rodney can do, but we don't see him do as often. He had 13 assists in their championship game, 54 points, just an amazing performance. But we couldn't have gone wrong going either way. We couldn't have gone wrong picking Rodney. We can't go wrong picking Keaton. And we couldn't have gone wrong picking both of them as co-players of the year. But I sort of feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out. So we had to pick one, and it was Keaton Page.
Obviously a tough decision. Tell us who was the toughest guy who you had to leave off the All-State team.
Well, I think for me, you look up in Guthrie at Dante Foster, a guy that really helped them improve, led them to that state championship win with some big plays in the final couple minutes. I think we'll see him probably on the team next year if something doesn't go crazy. But he was certainly the toughest leave-off.
All right. We also released some All-City honors, so tell me who was the toughest to leave off the All-City roster.
Well, I look at a couple guys. If you're just talking about leaving off the first team, Putnam City North's Dennon Mitchell averaged just a touch under 20 points a game. We went with Brentrell Friday over Dennon because of some of the things that Brentrell is able to do away from scoring. But it came down to one of those guys. It was an awfully tough decision. Brentrell got the nod over Dennon. If you're talking about the roster as a whole, second-team guy from U.S. Grant, Robert Pruitt, averaged 30 points a game, but did it on a team that didn't have a whole lot of success in basketball. You've really got to win to get on those All-City and All-State teams.
Yeah, winning will get you seen and get you some honors. Well, looking forward to next year, give us some names who have a great chance to make the Super 5 team.
Well, I think you start off at the top with the guys who were on the team this year that were juniors, Xavier Henry from Putnam City, Daniel Orton from McGinnis. I really, barring some crazy injury over the offseason, those guys are going to be on it. There's a lot of other really good names. Dante Foster is one, Bryson Pope from Jinx. Lane Adams, a guy in Class B who maybe a lot of people haven't heard of, is a great player down at Red Oak. And also a guy, Matt Qualls from Tahlequah, could sneak his way up on that team. He's got the same problem that Pruitt does, though, and that's he hasn't won enough. He's got to at least get them to the area tournament to have a chance.
All right. Well, sounds like there are some open spots next year. Well, Ryan, we appreciate your expertise. Continue to check newsok.com and the Oklahoman for coverage of all the top players and top teams participating in spring sports around the state.